No Jumper. Wait. The Adam and Wax Show.
Yeah.
Sorry, I almost did my usual intro. Oh, man. Anyway, Wack told me late last night, he's like, you know what? It's happening tomorrow, 8 a.m. Akon's coming through.
See, I was only able to get him because I know how he works.
Yeah?
Yeah, when you give him options, right? It's never gonna happen. So, you know, and I told Akon something crazy because we go way back. So you know how I did with Akon, I say, well, whatever you want to do. As long as you're at Akon with the whatever you want to do, now he's gonna tell you what he can do. But if you say, hey, can you come at this time? He's simply gonna say no.
So what's your version of this? Like he just hit you up at the last minute and was like, we have to make it happen at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Actually, he didn't. He called me 2 weeks ago. And said, yo, Con, when you next back in LA? I said, shit, I don't know. He said, all right, well, let me know when you're back in LA. I said, all right, cool. Then I called him a couple days reminded. I said, yo, I'll be back in LA this week. He said, all right, cool. You got time? I said, man, I'm gonna be tight. He said, all right, well, shit, I just want you to stop through the show if you can. I said, all right, cool, because I'm making a run with my sheesh guys, and I probably could fit you in. He said, well, just let me know what time, anytime, and I got you. So I called him back. As soon as I landed, I said, I'm in town. I'm going to be here until Saturday morning. He said, all right, cool. When we getting in? I said, that's my nigga. I can't let him down. I got to figure out a way. I said, shit. You know what I'm saying? And he said, yo, just let me know what time. He said, I don't give a fuck. I'm up and ready. I said, it's going to be kind of early. 8 o'clock. He said, done. See you tomorrow. Here, shoot your address.
That's it.
Literally.
Wait, so what are you doing for the rest of the day? Is this the first thing you're doing today?
No, this we're on our tail. This is the last thing we're doing.
Oh, okay.
Because this originally wasn't on the schedule. We wasn't coming back to y'all till probably once them niggas got hot. But Wack, you know, that nigga was like, nigga, let me just help you get these niggas hot. What are you doing?
Wait, so how did this come together? Like, how did you start working them? And I wasn't, like, how deeply involved with artist development are you still at this point?
I'm 100% deep. Like, I don't even play about that. I just feel like I don't want to touch an artist that I don't see being around for more than 20 years.
Really?
Like, we'll develop them all the way to the time of release. And then from there, you can just pray. You know, you know what I'm talking about. You can only do but so much, and after that, it's really on them. You know, like you prepare them, you run them through the circuit, you push them through all the DJs, you do all the playlists, you do everything you need to do, make sure they get to meet people, hand in hand, people get to meet them, they build their own relationships. And then from there, you just gotta hope they hustle hard enough to keep that relationship and maximize every opportunity, because our relationship is gonna get them to the eyes and get, like, they got a global fan base now that have been supporting Convict for 20 years.
Right.
Now it's up to them to just sell it. My job is just to put them in front of them so they can say, okay, cool, these are the next new niggas that I believe in, and just hope the people that believe in me believe in them as much as I believe in them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why you guys are in a great situation. When Con was coming up as an artist, he wasn't just building himself as an artist. He was building himself as somebody that can run those buildings.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he was delivering the music, but then he was also doing other business with the building, helping them. A lot of people don't know. A lot of hits, Lady Gaga.
Right.
That's him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's never been one to beat his chest about some of his accolades and things he's done. You know what I mean? So this is why I told Con, I said, Con, you know, when it come to you, no matter how far up I go, I still remember the doors he opened up for me. I still remember he's like, Wack, you ain't got to wait in the lobby, come to my suite. I remember these things. You know what I'm saying? So I'll always handle Con the same way. Because when he was up there and the world was on him, he was never cocky. And I seen something I never seen before. A glass house.
No. Like, how much of it was glass?
The house was glass.
The floors, everything.
See through the house. Ask him. It was crazy.
No.
Yo, you had a glass house in Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, and it ain't like, I've been in the middle of a lot of the BS that wasn't about him, but it came to him. The whole Suge thing, right? I tell the true story. I tell the real story. You know what I mean? Because it was a certain crew that was with him. Gabi was around back then. And the crazy part about it was, I never forget, I don't know where we was going to the convention center. Ja was in my car. Because remember, Ja was a Suge Knight fanatic.
Yeah, he was.
He like, yo, because Ja just did 15 years in the feds. He like, yo, it was because of cats like Suge who made it possible for cats like us to come out and do this independent thing and this. And they run around getting, Con run around, they getting money, right? So it was... Con at this time, like everybody else, they had Detail. Now we and Ray J discovered Detail.
Yep.
Detail was homeless in Detroit, brought him down. Ray J put him in his mom's house. From that came Sexy Can. When that hit, everybody started pulling, but Con was smart enough to say, look, let me give you this bag, let's lock in for the next 6 months. You get what I'm saying? So Detail had whatever business going, whatever. And everybody knows when it comes to Con team, all it is a question. All you do is ask is either an honest yes or a great no, right? And he's down there in Arizona, and he like, yo, Detail, Ja like, shit, holla at him. I'm gonna give you his knee. Like, well, what's his number? He said, I put it in your phone. So you know when you go to put somebody's number in somebody's phone, and it's already there, so it pops up. So as Ja seeing this, should go to doing that mumble BS and says, niggas, mamas ain't gonna be able to go to the grocery store. And at this time, Ja had just lost his mother.
Yeah, he had just lost.
He had just lost his mother.
Ja,
Ja, warrior. Big dude, did 15 years, and chin checked him, and out he went. I think they got Akon ass out of there immediately because you had Big
I was the first to move. The moment he was falling on the floor,
they had Big D and 2 T's.
I stepped over him and was walking
they
out
got
direction
you,
over this.
Big D and 2 T's was
Big
security
D and 2 T's
detail.
was security,
So Kendrick's old security and Big D from my neighborhood, which was Stacey Adams' brother, they got him out of there. But you know, and I'm gonna be real. Outside of the other BS, right? That he did with Boo, and Boo respectfully is nice, humble. He 120 pounds, and he's just gonna talk to you. So the bully shit, even all of that, Con them and Ja refused to give me the documents because it's documents. I've tried to get them, and I know they have them. They still have stayed humble outside of dudes' disrespect, slander, and just let it go. Because what was it? For 150,000, it could all go away. And I know it. So I asked Con once. I asked Ja like 10 times. Because if Con tell me no once, I leave it alone. I don't, all right, cool. But yeah, it's a lot of history there, bro.
But
like,
the way I look at it, man, at the end of the day, because Suge was my nigga. Like,
everybody, all y'all fucked with him.
We all fucked with him. When he pulled that, even though we was on the wrong side of each other's, energy, I felt like regardless of all that, we still had to protect his legacy. Because what he built and what he did for the West Coast, I would never want to take it from him, even though he know what he did. You understand what I'm saying?
He been protecting it.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get it.
But it's like people give someone like Suge so much leeway because they want the legacy of what he created to be this big, great, powerful thing. And so they shoot him so much more bail than they would ever offer like a normal person just trying to do business.
You have no idea what I have had at this table in front of you. You have no idea. He know what I'm talking about. But I've had people at this table in front of you like, bro, like, see, a lot of people understand like Wack is dangerous with this because I'm one of one that come from that era and generation that's still here, that was actually in it, not the story, not outside the door, in it. Right there in it. So it's a lot I can speak on, a lot we just don't speak on. Con is one of them dudes that every now and then call me and tell me, slow down. There's other things out here for you to do.
Right.
Because he know I respect him. He know I respect him. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to him.
So it's just so interesting to me that when we look back through your career, how many different artists you took a chance on, and it's like interesting to see that you still have that mentality of like, if you are gonna end up being somebody who has had so many successful bets on different up and coming artists, it's like you're just gonna have to take a lot of chances, and you're still in that mind state. Like, are you just so close to the music that you can't help but like see the potential in people and just have to invest in it?
You know what? I don't even know if it's the music. I know the music is what drives me, because the music is what opened up the outlet for me to see that music opens doors for major opportunity, right? So music has always been like a bridge to get to the money. And the one thing that we good at as a people, we're good at music and we're good at sports, and we have a great sense of fashion, right? So we create lifestyle. And when you think about the people that we came up with, like I struggle like pulling myself back from getting involved in things I know I can intervene and make correct.
That's a fact.
Right? But the problem is, unfortunately, when we do that, sometimes it causes more harm than good because they don't intellectually understand what you're doing. They think you're trying to take advantage. Or they think that you gotta play you're trying to run on them because we don't trust each other.
Right.
Right?
Especially because with new artists, you're dealing with so many people that don't have experience business-wise, music industry-wise. So it's like you're just kind of constantly dealing with people who are sort of on square one in terms of developing their mind.
Let me tell you what happens, Adam. Kind of spot talent. He'll take a risk on these people that nobody else would, right? When Khan touches them and put a light on them, here come the naysayers.
Right.
Every time he sleep, hey, you know what we can do. Hey, but then the artists forget that these people are only acknowledging and recognizing you because of what he's done. And before you know it, they get one or two of them and they stop listening. And Khan is not... He's not gonna fight with you. You got about two or three times to not show up, be on time, or want to go back and forth to what he's putting in front of you to do. Because when you was at home with your mama and you was like, I'll sign for nothing, he still gave you a bag, right? He never left you behind. I done seen Khan say, well, if y'all want me on this run, y'all need to put this group on there too.
Because so many people end up getting frustrated with the process of signing new artists, and just like I've just seen so many people, including people who have like serious reputations for it and have had legitimate like big successes with it, who still by the time they make it to their mid 40s, 50s, whatever, they're just kind of like, I'm over this. It just takes too much time, effort, etc. But like, so what did you see in them that made you want to bring them on?
Man, they reminded me of myself, and they also reminded me of my family. Like I'll let them speak on that, but for the most part, the way LNS, me and him met, I met LNS first before I met Ski. That's his little brother. And while I'm rocking with L's always like, yo, my little brother he in the joint right now. He gonna be able to travel within the next year because he had just came home and he was in, they had that whole year probation, type of thing. So as soon as he was done, we flew. Well, L flew Ski to Atlanta. And he was just as raw as him. Everything he said he was, that's what he was. And I was like, man, y'all niggas need to be a group. Because y'all both raw as fuck, y'all both brothers, so y'all never split up. And then with a group, y'all have the option to always do solo projects as y'all move forward, right? And then there's not enough hip-hop duos in the business. Because I don't know, man, back when I was coming up, hip-hop duos was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We came up on them. They was like monsters. The only group or duo that we can think of right now today is Eclipse. And they stood the test of time. So it tells you
they still here.
It shows you that it works. It just nobody else in that lane.
But again, they're brothers. And then the other one that comes to mind, rest in peace, Takeoff, is the Migos. Again, like related. Like all these people like are kind of, when they end up really sticking together for 10 plus years, it seems like they usually are related in some way. That's kind of crazy.
So where you guys from? Where y'all from?
We from Elkhart, Indiana, by way of Chicago.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, so we was raised in Elkhart. Partner body. We was raised in Elkhart, and we was born in Chicago. So we moved to Elkhart when we was like 7.
So you found them on the internet?
Nah, actually, I found them through word of mouth. He came off as a solo artist. He was writing for a lot of people, and then at the time I had a A&R named Bo who was like, nigga, you got to check these niggas out. Like, he was a monster. Like, he's a beast. And I was like, man, I got 5 minutes tonight if you got it. Like. I keeping that nigga for 2 hours. And sure enough, as soon as I heard the music, I was like, sheesh.
Really?
Yep.
How many A&Rs you got working for you at any given time?
Well, he was the last one.
Oh, okay.
After that, I ain't need him no more.
You don't have any right now, but like...
I'm the only A&R now.
How useful is that to you, though?
It was super useful because I'm always so busy. I don't... Like, Boo was my A&R, but now he too big.
Yeah.
He's a high exec now. You know what I'm saying? Because Boo was the one that found T-Pain.
Right.
Everybody thought I discovered him. That was Boo that discovered Pain and brought him to me.
Right. Because
You know what I mean?
it's like when normal people think about it, it's like when you're Akon and you have options to play concerts and make X amount of money, or put out an album and make X amount of money. It's kind of like hard for people, and myself included, to fathom that then you're also able to be having enough time to look at up and coming artists and like see the potential of building them up. Like that's
Right.
that's
Yeah,
just super impressive to
No,
me.
you're right. Because my process is I find the talent, we develop it, then put it out.
Right.
Versus, oh, that nigga ready. They ain't never ready when you first find them. Because they got the potential now, but it's so much mentally that they need to see, so much mentally that they need to learn, understand how the game works for them to longevitize. Like, he was there with me. Prime example, we had a group called Rock City.
Yeah.
2 brothers. Again, family is everything for me, right? Monster. I mean, when I tell you these guys got to be one of the best performers I've ever seen. Great songwriters. They got the drive, everything, right? But only difference was at that time, they had a lot of people talking to them. And most of the people that was talking to them had never done it before. So because there was more people out there talking to them, and I'm over here moving the way I'm moving, and they're not the only artist, by the way, because that's always where they pick at. Oh man, he got mad other artists, he ain't focused on y'all, da-da-da. They thinking this. So my thing is, okay, guys, I'm gonna build y'all as touring artists, because y'all amazing performers. And touring, you won't make money forever. You'll never, when music ain't popping, and I mean, when your career ain't popping, and we got hits out there, you can always tour on them, and you can be going forever. We build songs that was set up for them to tour. I take them on tour with me to Canada. Them niggas body the whole tour. But in the center of the tour, right in the middle of it, when everything is starting to come in their direction, they want to go chase money. Because at the time, and I love his manager, by the way, it's my nigga, we stayed debating. They got some writers, they got some songs they're supposed to be writing for other artists. And they leave the tour to go do that. Long story short, they end up not becoming the artists I thought they was gonna be. The songs didn't get enough attention, so the song just didn't work. Needless to say, they left $100 million business to focus on that quick dollar that was waiting on them. So for a few years, they were struggling on the artistry side. But I say, guys, the only reason why I signed y'all because y'all multi-talented. Y'all can perform, y'all great artists, y'all songwriters, y'all producers. Focus on that production. Focus on the songwriting. The wave on the music side been gone. Y'all ain't gonna catch that no more. Y'all had that opportunity. They ain't here no more. So focus on the writing. If you don't do nothing else, that shit would be, because I'm always looking at the sustainable paper, right? The shit that's gonna be around after your career is gone, when you get to the point where you're like, man, you know what, I'm done. Cool, that mailbox money, it's gonna come from publishing, and you're gonna have to get up to go tour, but that tour money is money that never stops when you got hits out there. You just can't be lazy.
Right.
Needless to say, they end up being great songwriters because they ended up harnessing, focusing on that. One thing they doing, massive, like 40% of the hits that you're hearing now is from them kids. And you will probably even know unless you read the credits.
Really?
But had they followed the touring perspective, they'd have been touring the globe, making hundreds of millions, and writing while they're on the road.
Right.
Because writing, you could do that from the hotel room.
Yeah,
especially with the
fact.
game.
Yeah. On the tour bus.
Man, when I'm on tour, I don't go on tour without a studio on my tour bus.
Really?
We
I was
keep the
wondering
records
that,
coming.
yeah.
That's why we was able to supply and demand. We was able to, be able to supply the demand while we was on the road. Because, man, we get off the stage and make 4 or 5 records.
Yeah.
We have a line at the show for beats, choruses, songs, whatever you needed. Then we jump off, get on stage, right back to the bus, cooking.
Right. Because, I mean, I feel like a lot of people, like myself included, it's like, to me, traveling fucks up my productivity because so much of what I do kind of is like focused in a place like this.
Right.
But when I think about something like that, it's like, damn, maybe there's a version of that where you could be maximizing your time by traveling, but then also doing all this content or doing whatever it is on top of it.
Absolutely, man.
Adam, you know what the damage you can do if we promoted that you was about to make a 7-state run? And you pulling up.
What am I doing?
Can you imagine?
Bro, can you imagine the damage you would do, bro?
What kind of damage?
As far as your interviews, they will be lined up. Like, straight up fact. And now you putting the camera on yourself on all the BS we go through while you making this run. You get what I'm saying? Because it be BS, bro. From the smallest to the biggest. I mean, niggas getting left, motherfuckers is, you know, rule number one, ain't no number two on the bus. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got to pull over. He got to go. Like, yo, it's just all kind of stuff. But to show like you doing a run, people, you know, it'd be set up to where you going, but it'll be huge because the run is content.
But
the run is content.
That rule exists still. You can't take a shit on the bus.
Oh, we're not on our buses.
No, hell no. No number two.
No number twos on the bus.
Okay, I didn't know that was a thing in hip hop.
Yeah, no.
In BMX, that was definitely a thing.
Nigga,
that's the
even
thing.
rock and roll groups, because that shit be marinating. And when it get hot, that shit starts smell up that shit. Yeah. After an hour, don't let nobody eat the wrong shit.
Oh, man.
That bus gonna smell like shit for like a week.
But okay, how much clout do you need to have in order to be able to shit on the bus and nobody will say anything?
It gotta be your own bus.
It gotta be your own bus.
You ain't saying shit to Suge.
But he ain't gonna do it on the
if
bus.
If Suge shits on the bus, you're shutting your mouth.
Bullshit.
You're just gonna, if Diddy shits on the bus, you're gonna let him.
You gotta remember with us, bro.
His own bus, that's different. But if it's a crew bus, I don't care who you are.
You better be like Birdman following the bus on your bus.
Yes.
See, Birdman follows the bus on his bus.
On his bus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Slim, I think Slim.
That's why majority of artists would always have their own bus, because they want the option to be in the number two when they can. But the crew ain't happening.
That's crazy. No, but I mean, I remember them always saying that Wayne would have a separate bus for like just the studio.
Yes,
maybe you could shit in there too.
Nah,
we did.
No? Okay.
We gave NLE Chopper his hit on the studio bus.
Yeah.
Shout Flow remix. We did that. Well, I called Stun. I said, Stun, we going out on tour, but I need a studio bus. So he sent us a studio bus.
Yeah.
We did that rolling, literally moving on the highway.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
that'd be the best shit.
So where's your relationship come from though? Like, how do you guys actually really know each other?
I met Con. Rest in peace. Con he had gave my comrade great opportunity, T-Money. And so I knew T-Money was over there already doing business with Con. So before I even met Con already had my grace. So back then in these streets right here, it was kind of like either niggas was for you or was against you.
Right.
And when you was dealing with people that cats knew and people knew you was like showing them love, he would show up places and people would see him and they'd be like, we with you because of who he's dealing with. You get what I'm saying? And then he hired 2 T's, actually hired Big D, which is from my neighborhood, as security, and then Big D brought on 2 T's.
Hey, did you know how I met them niggas? Big D and 2 T's?
I don't know how I know Big D brought 2 T's.
Yeah, so
because he left game and went to you guys.
Actually, it was.
But I don't know how you met Big D.
I met Big D and 2 T's during the game. We was in Australia.
In Australia.
We was in Australia. Game had just got off the stage, and then I got on. And that was my young wild days, but
yeah.
So I would always react to an ignorant ass nigga in the crowd all the time. Like
he was jumping. This nigga had
I would react
bad. Like he would jump in the crowd.
My biggest thing was disrespect. Like, and the last thing you can do is disrespect me in front of people. Like, nigga, I'm in front of 20,000 people. Like, we just got to the arena. Somebody said something so stupid, and I just dropped the mic and ran towards them. Like, literally off the stage, straight towards the dude. And as I'm doing that, Big D right behind me. I ain't even know him. I didn't even know Big D. I think it was his instinct. He just literally ran behind me. And by the time I got there, homie done ran out the arena. But he had his homies there ready to square up with me. So we ready to squabble up.
Big old dude.
Big D came right behind me. When that nigga stood behind me, I just start turning around, walking away.
No big fat dude.
No, that nigga solid. That nigga solid.
Big old homie Big D.
Yeah,
big old
D
dude.
solid.
Big old.
My nigga do not catch that fade. I swear.
You know, we would always clown Big D. I don't know if Con knew this, but I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. So I think back then, Con asked a lot of people to know he had injured his back. You did something. Something was wrong with. He had injured something somewhere. They didn't want him to go in the crowd.
Right.
So Big D would put Con on his back.
Shoulder, yep.
Like literally, and walk him through the whole crowd, right? So Big D would say, shit, you know I missed squad day on purpose. You know what I mean? That's how he got his, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry.
So from then, I used to pop up at his concerts, and I remember one day we was in Vegas. He was doing something in Vegas. And I said, I just wait for y'all in the lobby because I was coming to talk some business with you. This is back when you had kicked off your merch.
Okay.
Right? And convict stuff. And he was like, nah, Wack, come on up, right? Because Crazy Man was there, Burrell.
Oh, Burrell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Moby Dick was a goldfish, right? Burrell was trying to shop to you the water parks.
Burrell always had plays.
Remember the water parks he was trying to do?
He always had plays.
So he was Floyd. So now Burrell does the Floyd Mayweather gyms. That's Burrell. He's doing all that.
Oh,
so and then from that day we just started building. He was like, "Wack, just take my number. Every time you need me, just get with me." And Con noticed like prior to anything happening, I would always call him, Con, y'all going this way? All right, hold on, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
He didn't know why I was there, but I think he started to figure out. He would hear murmurs after the fact. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Wack always shows up to make sure we good. You know what I mean? And as we just started building from there. We just had a relationship. You know, he called me, I answer, and vice versa. You know, relationships are very important in this game, bro.
It is.
Very important.
No, facts. So you kind of unlearn that desire to beat someone up in the audience at some point?
No, you get tired of goddamn buying a nigga house after every show.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Because I swear, man, every show I was buying somebody's house.
You see Cardi finna get hit.
Yeah. That was years ago. I can't believe it's finally happening.
But what's crazy, what I didn't know, is she told the crowd she was hot, tossed some water on her. And somebody tossed the water on her, and she tossed the microphone at her ass. That's gonna cost her a house.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
And you're gonna pay it because the attorney will fuck around and cost you 2 houses. So
absolutely,
it's to your benefit to just pay that.
Right.
Or keep paying these attorney fees.
One or the other, you're gonna get hit with it. You're either gonna pay defending or pay a little bit less to just settle out and move on to the next.
So, okay, because of your St. Louis heritage, I just wanted to throw this idea out there. We have an artist that we've been developing that we think that you might be wise to spend some time working with. They're from St. Louis, 607 Unk. Are you aware of them? Not aware? He's coming out of St. Louis. He's got a lot of star power. He's new, yeah.
Man, you know who that is. That's the crazy nigga been on the internet. And
that's the thing, I don't be on the internet.
He be rough. Y'all got to show me, bro.
Yeah,
see, that's how he's able to develop artists and do all this shit, because he's not like scrolling short form content.
Hey, he from the Ludo?
Listen, you know what he is? He's a black 6'9" of 2015.
Oh, that's exciting.
When he speaks, you gonna look at him.
That's exciting.
He's doing some antics. His eyeballs is this big. He lies about everything. But you want to hear him lie.
Right.
He gonna put everything on his mouth.
Yeah, he tells everybody that he wrote country grammar.
What Nelly say?
I don't think Nelly's weighed in on it. Yeah.
Shock value. That's what he.
Bro, imagine if we brought them together at some point. See, that's why 607 only not being out here is crazy, because we can't get him in the mix.
That's so funny.
Bro, the major things that kind of like made me start scratching my head like, Wack, you got to figure something out, is the city.
Mm-hmm.
When we heard word that you was building your own city,
right?
Was you going to Senegal with it? Where you from, or you was going someplace different?
Oh no, the city. It's multiple cities actually.
Oh, it's multiple.
Right.
Well, I remember
Senegal is the first one.
because I remember I was seeing you. And you said, Wack, I got to go to Dubai to do, it was something you was presenting the city. I'm like, presenting? I'm like, hold on. I done did some industry shit, but I ain't never been to a city presentation. What you talking about? He presenting the city like
Pyru City.
No,
Pyru City.
No, listen.
That got a rig to it, right?
See, listen, I don't know if you notice, Adam, that everything I've been doing is a step away from that.
Yeah.
Like when they gave me an F minus.
He got business. You talking about your business in Africa?
He did. He's still kind of hurt because he got an F minus on the blood report card.
No, I'm not. That is a good thing.
Yeah, well,
I just want him to send that report card to all law enforcement that Wack got an F minus when it comes to gangbanging.
That doesn't mean that you're not breaking the law.
I'm not breaking the law.
It just means you're being a buster while you're doing it.
See, Con is crazy because I just got a text this morning saying my invitation letter's coming.
Oh,
see,
nice.
a lot of like
to Akon City.
I've been telling my brother too. That's for DRC. When it comes to Africa,
right?
We are so used to the Americanized way of how things work. Over there, it works at their pace.
Yes.
Right? So things that we might get done in 6 to 9 months might take your ass 2-3 years.
Well, that's what we always hear, is that it's like extremely difficult to get shit done in Africa because of corruption, because
you got to actually figure
Con wasn't paying me no attention. until I start showing him certain things that you're not supposed to have unless you're dealing with the people that's controlling the country.
Okay, so where are we at with the city right now? Because there's been a recent burst of media attention with people claiming that it was not happening or whatever. Yeah, where are we at with that?
Yeah, we under attack. Akon City is under attack at the moment.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of big powers, oligarchs. You know, the people that move the continent, the West.
You know why that is.
So we had to do the research just last week. I had a full team, digital team on. Come to find out, they've been literally sending, we had over 23 impressions of false information related to Akon City.
Really?
Yeah, they were successful shutting down Akon because of what that was going to do, but that was more of a public perception.
You create your own currency?
Yeah.
That was what the city was kind of based around,
It wasn't based around it, but it was a key token that would help to finance the city. I would have moved a lot faster had Akon not have so many challenges. Right. But then that's when I realized, okay, Akon has to stay in Africa. Mm-hmm. I can't present that outside because it poses too much of a threat, right? Mm-hmm. So then the city was something different. That's more of a confidence from the people because Africa creates more millionaires than anywhere in the world on an annual basis.
Fact.
Like, it's so much money in Africa. But the problem is we don't come together and we don't unite as businessmen, right? Because had we did that, we could control the continent. But everybody make billions in Africa, then they ship it off to some, Cayman Islands, or they ship it to Swiss banks or whatever. They don't bank in Africa specific, right? Because they don't trust the infrastructure there. Because most of the money that's being that's local is all balanced by outside currency. Mm-hmm. So that's why the local currency always fluctuates and it's not really worth much when it leaves the continent. So what the city was going to do, the city was going to start to create a whole different infrastructure that builds like stability. Because a city like that to be done in Africa successfully would only show that it's possible. Mm-hmm. And if it builds confidence to other major people like myself or other billionaires or millionaires within Africa themselves, and they see that it was done, it's a possible thing that can actually be done, they won't hesitate to move in that direction and build the areas where they're from, right? So Africa was always set up to be something that you keep to the bottom because of how much has been taken advantage of. So they can't afford for the people in Africa to develop themselves. Akon City is a major project that's globally known now of what it can possibly do if that should happen, and the kind of confidence it was set up in all them other countries to actually produce that kind of development in their area. So their goal is to make sure that that project has enough credibility missing from it that it don't move until they can kind of find a way to control the situation.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
That's what's happening.
I know that because going through what I've been going through, right?
Right.
And I learned from you because I did the opposite just to make it happen.
What I know now, I wouldn't have said shit until...
But when you first announced that you was making your moves and you aligned yourself with certain people, so what they'll do is he'll align himself with these people, and then they'll come this way and say, hey, we want in. And they kind of say, well, I'm dealing with these people. So then they'll circumvent through the back door. Right. And when these people make out these things, and these things going on outside of that, they'll start to roadblock these things, right? So giving these people no other option to kind of like, let's figure out another way, which slows down the process.
Right.
So even in my situation, when they approach me, I learned from you and I let them in. But the only reason why I let them in is because I have a whole nother country that I'm just standing alone in, which is America.
But you're doing the right thing. You're supposed to let them in.
Yeah, I let them in.
Me, my first round got to be all Africans.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. But see, that's where you...
It has to be controlled by Africa. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah. And that's where the powers that be...
Right. It's like, well, hold up. They can't be above us. Mm.
Like, but who's ideologically like invested in tearing Akon City down? Like who like what mentality sort of represents that?
Whoever has interests in Africa that this project could affect is who it is. Like, it's clear. I'm seeing the data.
Right.
I'm clearly being attacked. Like, I know it. It's not even a question. Like,
but then they put out stories. If they can get a story to get any kind of traction, then YouTubers grab onto it, TikTokers grab onto it, and before you know it,
it's
there's
everywhere.
some random girl took this piece of news that she saw, and now she's got 5 million views on her TikTok
100%.
from basically just parroting something that is catnip to
they
people.
clipping as they go.
Right, because the idea of like, Akon failed dramatically at something is tantalizing to people. They want to know. He seems very successful. Tell me how he's not actually. That's like online. That is a very compelling
and regardless
narrative to
of
people.
what you put out there,
And the
30% of the world's going to believe it anyway. Even if you show it's false, 30% of those people are still going to run with it.
Right.
And when it comes up, they're going to give their false belief.
Period. That's just how it works.
That's how it works.
And then the more you see some things, you start to kind of believe it because everywhere you go, you can actually see it. Even if you don't believe it, you're looking for something that's going to go, okay, that's not true. But when you're putting out 23 million impressions, you can only combat that for so long.
Right.
Right? Because normally I wouldn't even talk about it. I'd keep it quiet. But I was like, I have to have something that I say that can combat some of that information that's going on. Otherwise, I wouldn't say nothing at all. But now it's tearing into my reputation.
Right. But would you say that there have been significant challenges? And like, what are the challenges in terms of development? Because I think, people are kind of right to say that it seems like it's been moving slower than they might have expected.
Well, actually not. It hasn't been moving slow.
Really?
At all. You talking about
I think one of them was like, because I remember I was speaking with somebody. I was overseas, and it was like, when you're doing something of this magnitude, you overlook small things because you just know they're going to be there. So one time somebody, I forget who it was, they mentioned getting the laborers.
Right.
The actual laborers to do the sanitation and all because you in your mind, you tell yourself, all right, all the people with the money gonna come, but the people with the money don't do the labor, right?
They don't do none of that.
They don't do none of that. So now you got to come up with a way to how are you gonna move the laborers from other locations to here?
Right, just basic logistics. But the beautiful part about Africa is that labor is everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's cheap. That's the easy part. Like, all that's easy. Like, that's the easy part. The mistake I made was announcing it before I got started. Because once I announced it, people thought it already existed. So that's why that time that you're talking about that seems like that's long, the moment it came on my mind, I said, cool, I'm going to announce it. And then through that announcement, I'm going to find the support, I'm going to find the financing, and I'm going to find the people that actually have the infrastructure to help me pull this thing together, right? What I didn't calculate was the moment I announced it, people thought this shit was already existed.
Yeah,
because
was ready
just
to go.
the studies alone, from the environmental study, soil study, like just the studies alone took 2.5 years. And
I just went through those studies.
Yeah, it's no joke. The studies alone, and mind you, the studies was happening during COVID, when half the people and engineers couldn't even travel to
They
Africa.
couldn't travel.
So mind you, that timeline in between, and people like Akon City's coming, and you see the video all through the internet. You seeing the whole thing. You seeing the idea. So people like, yo, when we coming? When was gonna happen? And now the oligarchs are like, yo, this is actually possible because we got real investors with real money. Like, we're gonna put in a certain amount of dollars to be a part of this thing.
Right, because I mean, think about how much shit Dr. Umar gets for saying that he wants to build a school.
He capping.
A school is relatively simple in comparison to a city that will presumably have multiple schools.
No, he has a building that's sitting there, boarded up, that he ain't did nothing to and collecting. The building is there. It's in like Delaware or something. I had somebody from my Clubhouse app go drive by and take pictures. It's there.
Oh, yeah?
Right? So the building's there. Then I'm wondering, how big was the city gonna be circumference, like miles? Like how large?
It's 500 hectares, which equals to about almost 2,000 acres.
Okay,
so it's a small city.
A small city.
Yeah, it's a small. That's like almost like what's the best example?
Maybe like Toluca Lake, something like that. Sherman Oaks.
More possibly. But it's like, damn, what's the best way to explain? That I'm trying to figure out a radius that everybody know that's kind of off the cuff.
You seen the videos of it online?
No, I was just wondering. I see it. Yeah, I see it.
But it's right off the water too. Like,
got you. So that's what was
it's almost like Like Vegas.
It's
like Vegas.
Well, you're going to have casinos there.
The area where all the hotels and
like
all the
Vegas.
casinos,
Okay.
that little circle,
there you go.
It's like about the size of small Vegas City.
There you go.
That's about the same size.
Mm.
Yeah, like if you think Vegas, that's what that is.
And what type of funding was that going to take? How many billions?
It was originally done at $6 billion.
$6 billion.
Yeah, but with all the new technology now and the capabilities we have today, we're gonna skim that down. It's gonna be short, like way less than that.
Got you.
Not way less, but it's gonna be at least another.
Yeah, we need the no jumper building Akon City. Man.
Oh my God,
Oh,
no
no,
jumper story. Yeah, but what would you say to the people who have been making videos in the past couple of weeks about the Akon City thing, like who basically trying to discredit it? Like, what would be your message to them in terms of what they're getting wrong?
No, they're not getting anything wrong. They're just getting information that's not correct, right? It's not them because they don't know. What I would tell them is, like, don't be so quick to just repost something. Take the time to do research. Because back in the day when you had investigative journalists, they would actually get the information. And then you get the real information, right? And I understand it's entertainment. It's cool because in time, it's all going to come out anyway. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to all blow over. People going to forget. And while they forgetting, the work's still going on. Then when I finally announce and everybody gets there, then they're going to be like, oh, shit. Then you're going to look at all of those negative shits and be like, damn, this shit was no joke after all. Like, I didn't understand how crazy the politics was. I'm now learning, like, damn, this shit is, from the eyes of them, is way bigger than me just building a city. Because it was just a legacy thing for me. But I didn't realize the impact that it was going to actually bring to the continent until recently, right? So think about all of the agendas that's in Africa and why something like this would be personable. Always ask yourself the question, why there's so many negative, like reports out there and it's only one-sided. Whenever you see things happening only one-sided, you got to know it's guerrilla warfare. It's warfare.
Definitely.
I mean, you look at Twitter on a daily basis. I'm constantly seeing tweets that are basically just talking about how up Africa is,
right.
and that's like a content genre now.
It is.
And they do it for other places too.
They
like
want to keep you away from there.
100%.
For a reason.
Every day when I look at Twitter, I get reminded India smells bad. That's just like on Twitter, this is just such a constant source of content. And it's kind of bizarre how people like.
Yeah, they want to keep you away from there. They got some beautiful places over there. You know, I'm definitely going to be putting in my bid for Akon City.
Are you invested in the diaper brand?
Because I want to be the only.
That's so brilliant.
I want to be the only brand.
That shit is so brilliant.
And I want to create incredible land for the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
incredible land in Akon City is crazy.
Yeah,
you know, I got
man, why not? Why can't that be our Disneyland? Like, why can't that be our Disneyland?
You know, Akon is crazy, right? Because when you over here, we're used to seeing certain things, right? But see, when you see shit like that, right? You know what you're looking at.
It's like a diaper patent.
Nah. See, he knows what he's looking at.
Yeah.
See, that's that. And for him to see me, the whack that he knew, to now be in the middle of that type of situation.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, right. That's why he salutes me and be like, you know what? Whenever Wack calls, because he knows where I come from and he knows where I'm at. So when he sees that, he understands what he's looking at. Because he's dealing with those people in higher. You get what I'm saying? So that just came this morning.
That's so dope.
So you know what that is, right? Because he gives me, he rags me about it all the time. But I get why he does it, right? But I had to learn because I was frustrated. I'm like,
Congo
bro, it don't take this long.
To do business, bro.
Yeah.
I got 15 mines in Congo. It's no joke playing over there.
Really?
Congo is you dealing with. I mean, these dudes, they kill a gorilla with their bare hands.
Really?
Oh yeah, they serious.
Yeah, you don't go over there unless you would up under the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Period.
Doesn't seem like the ideal environment to build a
You
diaper
gotta
empire
pick a side.
Yes, it does.
No, it is.
You better look at the population. Nigeria's next.
You're looking at the next billionaire right now.
Really?
With that business in Africa, I promise you,
See, it's one thing.
You're gonna be a billionaire.
Do they not have diapers already?
No, you're missing the point. I'm going to be Incredible Diapers, right? Will be the only diaper company with factories that is manufacturing in Africa, based in Congo, shipping back to the US. But because of the people I stand with, we are the diaper of the country.
So just in Congo alone, he's gonna monopolize it.
Right.
With that partnership.
he's gonna end up being like a warlord or something like that. You don't want to see him operating in an environment in which there's a lot of corruption, because he's someone who loves corruption. For sure. I can just imagine you getting into some real trouble out there.
You know what's crazy? He don't know the whack
so
you know.
funny, right?
I can see him getting into like arms supply. He could be like a weapons distributor. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see it?
But the old whack, I can see him being an arms dealer.
Yeah.
The new whack though, I think he gets by his
I don't know. You might think I think you think he's changed more than he actually
knows
has.
me.
Yeah.
he's
Bro, like he know.
And the whack I know definitely changed.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Man, I'm a 360.
I think he got worse.
Bullshit. So, Con, listen, man. They always ask me this because I seen it, but I missed it.
Right.
I was right behind you. What brought you to 6ix9ine?
What brought me there?
To allow him, because you let him remix
The Locked Up.
Yep. So it's like a troll, or what was your thought?
Actually, I didn't see him as a troll. When I saw him, I saw potential in the kid that knew how to market. Like, he was a brilliant marketer. You remember when we got the game, I said, whack. I know you might be going against this one, but I think you need to be a part of this one because we need to protect him.
That's a fact.
And when I said that, right?
I never told people about who was like, and when Con told me that, because people was like, yo, whack, why did you make that move?
Right.
And Con, he put it into a perspective, like, he told me so. He said, whack, how many people we done been around, and then we found out later on that they've been telling prior to us being around them. Mm-hmm. He said, so we didn't help people like that already, not even knowing it.
Right.
He said, so let's factor that out and look at what's in front of us.
Period. And he's a kid, by the way. It's our job, bro. It's our job to direct them niggas in the right way. He's surrounded by a whole bunch of knuckleheads. Yeah. Like, Shotty and them, those are my little niggas. Like, I love them to death. But they was doing the wrong thing by him at that time. And that's just being real. Everybody
so you see a path towards rehabilitation for somebody like him, who's realistically one of the most well-known snitches in hip hop? Like, how does that work in your mind?
Well, how it worked, I was actually confused because I was trying to understand why the culture was giving him that much credit.
For real.
He was only a 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid?
They made him big.
They made him big. It's like, how is he more important than the people we know?
Yeah, they made him big.
Understand, like, we know some certified, like, legitimate, like, these niggas built the game.
I think
and they all cooperated.
It was because so many people.
That's a fact.
But
they built what we talking about. Why? What influences hip hop?
Wait, but who's told that is like that? Prevalent in the culture that didn't get called out for it. But this is your whole thing. This is what you do.
But why him though? What makes him so special?
Because he was like the biggest rapper of that year.
No, he was the biggest troller of that year.
But the music was huge too, and people were so fascinated because it's like, how do you let this little tattooed Mexican kid into this like very serious blood set? You know, to people they couldn't wrap their head around it. It was so fascinating.
He's in New York.
How many major rappers right now are tied around Bloods?
Man, that shit is
the fastest industry right now.
But he's a little.
You know,
he looks like a SoundCloud kid. He looks like Lil Pump with more face tattoos, but he's in this real serious gang. You know, like people obviously can't look away from that kind of thing.
They all in a serious gang. This is the part that I didn't understand. Okay, first of all, why him? Number one, nobody could never give me that answer. Number two, what made him snitch so powerful to the point of it affected everybody?
Well, it got mad people locked up, right?
Boy, we didn't see, man.
But like, okay, let's just say hypothetically he was wrong for snitching.
But
he was the hold on,
you got to correct yourself. They were going anyway.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
They were already on them phones. If he wouldn't have snitched.
So why are you guys shooting him bail that you wouldn't give anybody else in the same situation?
We're just telling you.
No. I'm trying to paint the situation on why I felt like it was important to protect him in that situation, right? First of all, he's not a street guy. He's an entertainer.
Right.
He's surrounded by young street niggas. Yeah, they was all making crazy decisions, but everybody around him knew that he wasn't street. Everybody knew that if he was ever to be caught in that situation or whatever situation, he wasn't built to resist.
But he was doing stuff that street dudes, you know, he was calling in hits on Chief Keef, on FaceTime, on camera, all that kind of stuff.
He was the promoter of what was happening.
He was having fun.
The same way.
I know that's fun,
right?
But it's also illegal. It's also a crime.
No, but he was the promoter of what was happening around him. He wasn't doing it.
He was. You know what he told me?
He was allegedly paying for it.
He was actually the hit.
Yeah, he
was the hit.
Yeah,
had I not pulled him out, 6ix9ine would be dead.
That's a fact.
He was the hit, and he was the hit by the people that was supposed to be protecting him.
Listen, he said, "I just got a kick that them dudes really going to do it when I said so." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. As a kid, he's like, "Yo, they really would go." So he just, well, let me try it again. Like, but it's the dudes around him. You know, you're not supposed to be entertaining this.
Period.
He's supposed to went to the studio, went to the club, went to the stage, let his little ass go back home.
Done.
I asked him, I said, bro, how in the hell did you get all them dudes with them bandanas in the video? He said, I stopped at the bodega, brought all the red bandanas, pulled up, turned and jumped out and started handing them out.
And I
turned
used to think that was a pretty unique thing, but I've actually seen that happen at a bunch of music videos
you're
now.
Not supposed to.
You go on Amazon, you can buy like 100-pack of red bandanas.
Yeah, all these guys are marketers, man. He's a brilliant marketer.
That's true.
And he pulled a play out of 50 Cent's book. It worked for 50. And he told me one thing this one thing that made me say, this little nigga understands marketing.
That's
he
a
said,
fact.
listen, he said, Con, when you watch a movie, who do you remember? The hero or the villain? You never forget the villain.
Never.
Why? Because the villain always gets you emotionally. And he looked at the numbers. He said, bro, I get more hate messages than I get positive.
You know that.
But guess what? For every click, nigga, he gets paper.
Oh, so number one, we could get 100 red bandanas for $50 on Amazon.
Look at that.
Amazing. Yeah. But in addition to that,
not, nigga,
okay, but what does 6ix9ine need to do now to get people to pay attention? Because it feels like whatever
all you gotta do now is just come back and clean up.
Whatever superpower he had before, though, seems like it's kind of worn off. He just can't capture people's imagination like he used to.
Because he can't be the 6ix9ine.
That's in America.
He needs to go
over there in
jelly
Latin
roll.
land.
He needs to be a country singer.
If you go to Mexico City, there's a mural of him on the wall.
Yep.
Placed there when he was invited down there by the people.
That is the shame of Mexico City, by the way. You can't celebrate a snitch like that.
He goes down there and he goes to the villages. They fly him down there, the people, the powers that be, and he kicks it with their kids. This is why I tell people, you see who he did his last deal with? Cartel Music.
Right. So you're saying he's actually in a cartel now?
No, I'm saying he does business with the right people.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Man, when you going back, because me and my brother say we coming to Akon City together. You know, I go to the DR once a year to go kick it with my brother. Our brother. Yeah, brother. When you going back?
It's not exactly next door to DR, right?
No, but we talking about Haitian Jack because he can't come over here. That's our brother. So I got to go over there and see him.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's our brother.
Yes, family.
So, okay, I went to Cape Town in 2014 for a week on a BMX trip, and I haven't really even thought about going to Africa since then. Like, if I were to, aside from Akon City, obviously, what should I experience in Africa that would really give me a full picture of the continent?
That's the thing. I can't really tell you what to experience because you're going to experience all that shit. You're going to be telling me what you experience.
Right.
Because the thing is, you're already going with a false narrative of what you think it's going to be. So from the moment you land, you're going to already be shocked.
True. I was definitely shocked on Cape Town.
As long as you don't experience Casablanca, you be all right.
What does that mean?
The nigga that kidnapped niggas.
No. You talking about Riquinho. That's my dog, though.
He does a respectable kidnap.
If I could not get kidnapped, I would probably be pretty happy.
Kidnap. You'll come do a show, great show. Tomorrow you got to leave to Europe, right? He comes to your hotel. My people love the show so much, you do it one more time. The money's already in your account. You stay one more day, then you go. No, we got to go to Europe. No. Actually, I brought people to make sure you're comfortable. He got the military. These niggas got hyenas on leashes, AK-47s.
Hey, yo.
He told you about? No, he ain't lying.
When I tell you how many people I got out of there,
bro.
Because Riquinho would listen to me. Somebody would be like, Riquinho, you can't, Riquinho. Don't worry. Look, we'll reschedule.
He sent you the money though. It already be in the account.
He already sent. He come in in the briefcase in cash.
Like, no, he ain't not playing.
Wow.
You don't remember when Nas's manager went over there and they wouldn't release the manager in the Sun like 3-4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
On
I was
vacation.
that. Yeah.
Goddamn. So wait, okay. When I was going through your catalog over the last 24 hours since I found out we were gonna do this interview, so like your last like more mainstream R&B type pop project was 2020, and since then most of the stuff you've released have been more in the Afro beat type genre, etc. Like the Afro Freak series and all this.
Afro and I'm a piano. Around that time, I was doing it so I can find a way and the vehicle to kind of keep pushing the Afro beat narrative. Right? Because since 2008, we've been trying to push that shit and make it international. So now that we had that wave, I wanted to continue to just keep the algorithm going for that. So these were specialty albums more from a strategic perspective.
Right.
So that's why I didn't even promote them.
Right. Okay. So is like in terms of making that other type of sort of classic Akon style of music, is that something you feel like you're past, or is that something that is just kind of on the shelf as you sort of pursue other styles?
Oh, no, the new album gonna have it. The new album I'm dropping is gonna have it. Like again, I use music as a vehicle. Like so, depending on what I'm working on or what business I'm promoting or what opportunity is there, will determine the kind of music I put out. Man, you gonna if you look right now, I got fans that don't even know I had a #1 Spanish album. It's called El Grito. The album's debut #1 on the Spanish charts. Half y'all niggas don't even know it.
Right? Yeah.
And that was around the time I was trying to get that electricity contract in Puerto Rico during the
coldest stunt I've seen you pull, and I gotta say this, is when I'm looking up, and I think you don't even want to do this, and I'm seeing Crayola has changed the name from Black to Akon Black.
That really happened?
That's a fact.
Yeah, I got a color.
Akon Black.
What?
That's dope.
It's damn near purple, but it's black. I said, yo, bro, on some. So I'm asking myself, how is he positioning himself to be in this lane? That's the thing you have to figure out. It's one thing, you're somebody, but to position yourself to be in that lane to those kind of people to see you.
Right.
Is where it's at. And that's the reason why you always be successful, because day one, when people just thought you was an artist with all these hits, and I'm gonna be real, we gotta give him credit here. Khan didn't have a bunch of 316 verse songs. This Negro was touring off hooks and quick runs.
Yeah.
But the people was going crazy. Remember them pool parties you used to do in Vegas?
Oh my goodness.
Nuts. I'm like, bro, it ain't like Game. Game got 2 hours of goddamn. Khan got hooks, some bridges, verse here and there, and they were showing up, selling out, ready to fight in the lobby because they couldn't get in.
Yeah.
Wait, ChatGPT is not aware of this Akon color crayon.
Like 10 years ago.
Wait, really? Was it?
That was before even the internet.
Oh, yeah. Wait, really? So it was like a temporary thing. I thought you were saying there was like a permanent name change.
No, he had a crayon color. They put it in a box.
We did a whole marketing
They did a whole marketing campaign.
Yeah, man, we sold about 5 million boxes of crayons.
Yeah, Akon Black.
Yeah.
I need to feed this information into ChatGPT so they can be more accurate the next time somebody asks about this.
ChatGPT is still updating. Like it's still learning. It's a learning machine.
I mean, stuff that never made its way onto the internet. They have no idea.
It's going to go populate.
It's going to populate. Next time you're going to probably see all the runs, the sales, everything.
And you know what? I salute you too, bro, because I've seen your lifestyle and you was always humble. I learned that from you.
No, that's what's
I know. You know what I'm saying? So, and not only that, your family life. A lot of people, Akon's African. So he ain't just had one wife.
Right.
But you can't name his wives. Anybody else, we can give you a lineup on the people they with.
Yeah, how do you keep that so secret?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you keep your private life so secret?
Not talking about it with niggas like y'all.
But is there ever part of you that wants to post a meaningful moment? No, you're totally comfortable leaving all that offline.
Listen, the public will fuck up any good situation.
He's been good
when
at that.
When it comes to your life, relationships, keep that shit far away from the internet as possible.
He's been good at that.
You want to keep it successful.
Are you still looking for new female talent though?
Oh yeah.
For your private life?
No, not for private life.
Oh, okay.
Just entertainment.
And I want to salute you for everything you did for T Money, our brother.
No, that's
and
my
for
dog,
Dollar, rest in peace.
Man, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
You know, you know, you did a whole lot, open up a whole lot of doors, man. I like. That's why when your name comes up, I'm like, bro, I done seen that dude bend over back. And this is at a time where he's building himself as an artist, but he's still building other artists, open up doors, going into builds that's not his to represent this artist, to get them a check, whether he signed them or not. Like, he was just doing so much for people, what you did for Ja. That's love. He was fresh out the feds, you know what I mean? So setting him up.
To Calvin Klein, too, because Calvin Klein was the one that introduced me to Ja. Ja was actually still in jail. Klein had just got out. And then when I put Klein on, he, just like L, he was like, yo, man, my right hand is my brother. He's going to be coming out for, you know, just look out for him. And when I met Ja, we locked in immediately.
Ja the one checked that chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ja
knocked Suge ass out, one hit a quitter.
Oh,
he was stretched out with the little birdies flying around. That's a fact.
See, that's the number one thing in life I'm trying to avoid.
Who? Oh no, you gonna
just like a really dramatic knockout.
You go get it.
Dramatic.
I think it's gonna be like a midget or something knock your ass out though.
Well,
they gonna
use
jump on a stool,
jump off a loading dock.
It's gonna be dramatic for real. But the good thing about knockouts, you never know what happened to you.
So listen,
I've had that. Yeah,
until you wake up, right?
Yeah.
So my question to y'all: what can the fans expect from y'all, project wise, feature wise? We got an EP, we got a single coming. I know y'all on the run. What could they expect and when can they expect it?
Sheesh.
Right now we got Air Mattress out that just dropped like 2 weeks ago. That's 12 tracks. That's a mixtape. Dope.
Yeah, now you go.
It's good, honestly.
It's a lot of bars, a lot of high energy on there. It's just getting you ready for the album,
the project.
Air Mattress.
Yeah, Air Mattress.
What's the name of y'all group?
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Okay, sheesh.
Yeah.
Also, when they hear the music, sheesh. Sheesh. How many E's in the sheesh?
Two.
Sheesh.
What if somebody were to stretch it out a little bit?
That's fine
That's
too.
cool.
Hey, while you bullshit, that could be a dope concept for every billion views. We're gonna add an E.
There you go. Hey, I like that.
Yeah, we got our new single with our big brother. Ghetto Living on YouTube. It's at 3 million views right now.
Yeah, you just dropped that shit.
Yeah. That dropped recently, 4 weeks ago, something like that.
Got you. So you guys on all platforms right now?
Yep, all platforms. Yes, follow us on all social medias at Sheesh, SHEESH_convict, KONVICT.
That's a fact.
As I'm sitting here, I'm realizing that in my mind, Akon is very much like a superhero. He's like solid. He's like unblemished. He seems like he will never grow old. He seems like a workaholic. You know, it's 8 a.m. He's in here casually. He's just like, he's cranking out music. He's touring. He's finding new artists. He's building a city somehow, which is kind of a superhero thing.
Yeah.
A lot of superheroes kind of have their own city. Yeah, it feels like, you know, where does the motivation come from for you to keep grinding your ass off? It feels like you're just like unstoppable.
No, actually, I'm stoppable. They trying to stop me now. But all they can do is slow it down, but they ain't gonna stop it. I promise you. Yeah, man. But the motivation actually comes from it's like setting it from an example perspective, right? But me right now, it's about legacy building, to be honest. Everything I'm doing now, I think is gonna carry my legacy into the next stage. Yeah.
For sure.
And also, I want to add this in about the mixtape too. It's produced by our brothers SP and E White. And Press Play, so shout out to them as well.
Press Play, that's my producer.
He was with Wack first.
He got the intro.
Yo, bro, listen, let me tell you a funny story. I'm gonna let him tell you. He got started from the old Wack ways. We had a garage, we turned into the studio.
Right.
But we didn't have no equipment. So back then, Press Play's
That's
name.
why that nigga Press
Play's name was Buckwheat.
Oh, okay.
He actually could rap as well.
Yeah,
But
wait, Press can rap too?
He can rap. Right? His name was Buckwheat. And he started off on the 9-track O2R board, right? And we didn't have no receipt for the board, right? But that's a whole other story, right? But shout out to Press Play.
That's a good
He been with 20, I got 26 years in with him.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
For sure. He a good dude for sure, man. That's my nigga.
That's DJ Mackey's uncle. Mackie that was running with Flacco for a minute.
Okay.
The little youngster, that's his uncle. So yeah, that's family. So I know he delivered you some heat.
Yeah, he got the intro. You know what I mean? I got a couple tracks on there I produced. My brother SB and E White, they got the rest of it.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. Because I know him. Mm-hmm. That ain't no act. Dude just that loyal.
No, he is.
He embraces the brand and becomes the brand.
He does.
You will start looking up like, damn, nigga, you running with this harder than us. That's him.
He just sent me a couple, sent us a couple packs.
No, that's him.
Check out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
Shout out COE 575.
Elkhart, Indiana.
Nah, don't worry about this, see.
Elkhart, Indiana.
You know what I'm saying? My homie Jaime, AC, Luan, Fresh, Brody, Jack.
Yeah.
Squad. What up, 3?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Like we won an award in this motherfucker.
Right, I got
For sure.
Yeah, yo, Jumper's a big thing out there, boy.
Sure, gotta shout out the family.
I got a question. Why is T-Pain always hating on Drake?
On Drake?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah. Drake's fucking pointed this out. He's like, that T-Pain never misses an opportunity to kind of throw shade at him. Because I know you and T-Pain had a complex relationship over the years.
Who, me and Pain?
Yeah.
No, that's my little brother. I love him to death.
Right.
Me and Pain never had
Well, it was a Pain.
You guys have kind of like competed a bit,
him
right?
and Budo, they like real brothers. They always going back and forth. I'm always the one breaking them niggas up. They love each other.
T-Pain was a monster.
No, he's still a monster. Pain is a different, he's an alien. That nigga's so talented, man. Oh my goodness. Pain is a different type of dude.
You and T-Pain in the verses, you think you got that?
I could never do that. He's my artist.
Oh.
Me and Pain are versus.
You can still compete just for the love of the game,
He ain't
right?
gonna do it.
No?
What?
Anything that he's not gonna.
So I noticed that in your Drink Champs interview that they were trying to get you to choose between all these different things, and you f***ed with both, and you were just like, nah. Like I feel like part of your longevity is like choosing not to take a side and
Hey,
stuff.
bro, down to when we used to be at the shows and the concerts, and the chicks come back. If he had an inkling that anybody in the crew had their eye on that chick, he wouldn't even talk to her.
Really?
He wouldn't deal with her. Nope. That's always been him. He ain't going against his people for nothing, about nothing.
But you're the alpha in that situation.
But
you got to show them what's up.
But that's what I'm saying. The beauty of being an alpha is like,
he different.
Y'all can, like, they all are here for us, right? So you got a better chance if they feel like they can get through you to get to me than me grip me. Like, think about it. They all here for me. The bitches are here for me. Let's be honest. Right? But my thing is, if the chicks feel like, okay, I ain't showing them no motion, but these are my family members, they're gonna try to go through them to get to me.
That's a fact.
And I got choices, so it's not like I need it. I'd rather them niggas eat first. Well, I mean, literally eat first. Yo, what's that about?
Bad work.
Yeah, I
don't know jump.
I feel like it's impossible for a normal human being to understand how much vagina is potentially available to Akon at an average tour stop. Would you say that the average person just doesn't get it?
Lined up.
Yeah.
And then if they found out where niggas was staying.
Really?
It was over. Yeah, it was a wrap.
Bro, have you ever seen an elevator go up and down because the people wouldn't get off the elevator?
Oh, wow.
We running this nigga through the fire escape. They wouldn't get off the elevator.
Holy
it was
shit.
crazy. I was like, yo, what the f? And back then, he walking around shirt off. He chiseled up because they all working out.
Yeah, we stayed working out.
His whole security team was working out. And he had that melodic vibe back then. He talking gangster shit in a melodic way. And he was the only one like him in the game.
Yeah. Does that fan energy turn you off at a certain point, though, especially at this point in your life?
Never.
Never.
Hell no.
Whenever you think about it, you got to stop and ask yourself, okay, would you rather them put that energy on you, or would you rather them just look at your ass and walk past because they don't know who the fuck you are?
No, for sure. But
you know what I'm saying?
but having sex with someone who's like a super crazy psycho fan is like a certain different risk, right?
I mean, I can't really speak on it now, but back then, I prefer the fan.
Really?
The super psycho fan.
Really? That's like him encouraging people, like, be this level of fan. You might get to have sex with me one day.
You're going to enjoy it a lot better, I promise you.
Listen, man, I'm going to go into manager mode because you told me something before we came in here, and it's that time. Right? So that's just me always being respectful of you.
You're supposed to, like, not mention the fact that we went over the time.
No, it's that time. We came in at 9:13. We came in at 8:13. He said a hard hour is 9:13. So, but this is why Akon fucks with me. And he knows that I can, one thing he knows, he told me, he said, Wack, I didn't see you run point on security. management,
Oh, yeah, he do it
labels, album clearances.
That
He
nigga
like, bro, you do it all. So
well
you know,
versed.
because I know him sitting there, it's never been his job to keep track of time. It's always been other people's jobs to keep track of time. And these are his artists, and he's used to being managed, and he's managing him.
But you didn't come in here with a manager today, did you?
No, but that's why he told me.
You're in charge of the ship.
Well, shit.
But that's why he told me what he told me.
Right
I knew what he was doing. He be like, hey, I got a hard out. Y'all got 1 hour.
It's just like usually someone in his position, there's like one or more people that are kind of like running things.
Yeah, but he knew where he was coming.
You're more comfortable in that position.
He knew where he was coming. If he was just been going to somebody, it probably would have been that. But
yeah, like yesterday was a little different. They met us there before we even got there, set it up. We just
what'd you guys do yesterday?
No,
we had a promo run.
Yeah,
we're doing all the shit right now. Yeah.
You know, when I called him out to do the crazy shit with the crazy dude, right?
What crazy dude?
What was the name again?
The pedophiles.
Yeah.
Dude, right?
What?
Remember, I had Con do a segment. What's the dude? He in jail overseas somewhere. In Thailand or something. Yeah, over there fucking around.
Get out of here.
They locked him up and tell you should go help him. He in Thailand looking at about...
He in Thailand?
Looking at about 3 to 5 years.
No.
Because he was running around. The dude, I put you on the phone with him.
How can I forget his name, man?
The dude I was doing
the
Catch the Predator.
Chris Hansen.
No, the other dude.
What's his name?
The white dude, I put you online with him. You had me called. You wanted me to.
Damn, I
took Con, Game. I took a bunch of people down there.
Yeah, Vitaly
went over there trolling. He was trolling the citizens and they locked his ass.
No, they got him locked up in Bangladesh, but I think he's about to get out.
Some shit. I don't know. He's looking like a couple years.
They were talking about him doing 20 years in there.
He been over there a couple months locked up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When they got all kinds of videos about the prisons. The prisons are. No, but he's in Bangladesh.
He's in Bangladesh?
I think so, yeah.
I thought he was in Thailand.
Because you know about nuisance streamers? They go and they do live streams in public and just with these random people. It's pretty
They locked his ass up. They wasn't playing that shit over there. But even when he came to that, he know he coming to me. So when he got there, it's normal program. Security there, park locked down. So it's just like, and I love that I've earned that trust in a lot of these people. You would never find nobody tell you, Wack set them up. Wack might have went and got your jury back and make sure you didn't pay nothing, or Wack did any of that when it comes to this business or this industry. You ain't gonna find it.
Nah, he kept his hands clean for sure.
That way. All right, Akon, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out to Sheesh as well.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir.
I like
Check that shit out. Shout out to Wack for making this happen. Akon, Adam, Wack, Sheesh.
You already know.
And we out.
We out.